Jules, can you hear me?
Hey.
You can hear me good?
Yep.
Okay. Because, I'm on my laptop, because I got, a mini mic, so I'm using that.
Oh, that's so cute. I wanted one of those, but I honestly haven't bought one yet.
Amazon. It's like $20.
I should get one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anyway, I'm Jules.
I'm Brionna.
And this is...
Hot Mess Sesh.
Welcome back, everyone. I think this is our 4th episode, right?
Yep,
This is number 4. Wow, I'm actually having a lot of fun. It's really something to look forward to. Okay, so we just have to get right into it today because we just have so much to talk about. And in our last podcast, we promised that we would jump into what's going on with James Charles right now. If you haven't heard what's going on with James Charles, we'll explain it a little bit. There's definitely videos all over YouTube and lots of articles, even on Snapchat. I think it was even on Snap on one of the highlights. Yeah. So Brionna, I'm gonna let you talk about this. Because you were excited about this last time.
I was. My blood was boiling. So basically, James made a video called Taking Accountability because he was accused by some minors of sexual allegations of texting them inappropriately. So, James made a video admitting to it. If you look, Jules, it actually has almost as amount as likes and dislikes, matched. It's like 200K likes, maybe 200 and something dislikes, matched now.
That's crazy.
So, and I think now, what do you say, Jules? You said now there's 16 more allegations.
Yeah. So, Ethan, I feel like, yeah. So, how I found out the numbers, but you can easily look this up. It just was released. He apparently had allegations with 16 people. So this is coming up in record numbers here. 16, I guess you could say men or boys. I guess boys. 9 of them coming out as minors. That is just insane. 16 people who he talked inappropriately to. 9 of them. I think it was either 6 or 9. I think it was 9. 9 of them were minors. That is just insane. A lot of people
are unfollowing him on social media. Followed him. Miley Cyrus unfollowed him. Demi Lovato unfollowed him. So he's losing a lot of people, actually.
It's just sad because it's really difficult to know the truth because he made the video. He admitted to it. This is jail time kind of allegations, It really is. And if it was anyone else, definitely in jail. There's somebody in jail for 10 years over something like this. Another person who was famous. I honestly don't remember their name. And that's just crazy. I just can't believe it. And the only problem and the thing that I guess his quote unquote supporters are saying is the fact that the minors lied about their age. And that's something that could have been true, but I mean, when you're famous like that, you definitely have to watch your step, all the time. You cannot joke around, things like that, and say things inappropriately to people on the internet, especially people you just met. He just met these people maybe on Tinder, on Instagram, and you're, talking with them inappropriately already.
No offense, but I don't know James personally, but no offense, just he's the type to be like, oh, he's 16, oh, just 2 more years. He looks like that type, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and the problem is you'll never know. I mean, I'm sure you can find some of the messages. I'm pretty sure some of the messages were probably leaked or released, but I could definitely see young boys 16 being like, oh, I'm 18, trying to be oh, let's get James Charles to talk to me some way so that I can get famous, and then I can say that he was a predator. You know what I mean? Haters, especially haters. I feel like it would definitely be some situations like that, but that's the problem. You have to watch your step, and I just feel like he was not watching his step at all, especially in this case.
If he was a straight white man doing that to a 16-year-old girl, he would be in jail. He would.
And that's exactly true, and it's sad that they should be looking into it more. I really hope that they are looking into it more because did these messages from these kids say they were 18? What do these messages say? And that's the question. And maybe they do say that they're 18. Maybe that's why he's not in jail yet. That's a good question, and I hope they're looking into it. Everybody, and everybody doesn't deserve to know because it's his private opinion, but it would definitely, not private opinion, it's private life, but and private investigation, But at least if they come out saying, okay, no, these boys said they were 18, then it kind of takes some weight, I guess, off of the news outlets and kind of what's going on. It does not make it right. It doesn't make what he did okay. But at least it's like, okay, they lied to him. Now what's our next step? You know, that kind of
Mhm.
thing.
I think the boys just did it for clout, honestly. They probably weren't even gay. They were just like, "Oh, bro, look, James Charles is texting me."
Yeah, like that's why I'm gonna, I feel like it's gonna be like something, a situation like that where these boys thought they were gonna make a few bucks or like a quick YouTube video
Mhm.
being like, oh, look what James Charles did to me, make me famous, like, oh, he knew I was a minor. Meanwhile, they were like, hey, I'm 18, I'm 19, whatever age they made up. This doesn't make anything right, and I'm not on his side, like I'm not
Mhm. I'm
being like,
definitely on
oh
his
yeah, like
side.
he was so right, like he should have really
Mhm.
been watching a step better. But
Right.
I just feel like there's something missing, like I
Right.
don't know, like I honestly
I
don't.
feel like. Mhm.
No, go ahead.
I just feel like no one's innocent in this. Honestly, I just feel like these boys, like, no one's not crying in their pillow over it. They're probably still laughing to themselves. They knew what they were doing. I
Yeah,
think.
and it's sad, and it's just like, I don't understand any of it. It's just crazy. I mean,
Mhm.
it really is crazy, and I feel terrible for everybody involved just because there's going to be like 20 different stories. Who's
Mhm.
telling the truth? That's like the biggest thing. And like, because obviously the minors are going to say that they were 16 and he knew it, and then he's going to say he didn't know. It's just going to be like who's telling the truth and who's not. And I
Mhm.
really hope they look into it more. I hope they read back on the messages. I hope they get to the bottom of it, because if there was like a clear message saying I'm 16, and he
Mhm.
says, oh, well, just another 2 years, something like that, then it's like, okay, this man is a predator. He needs to be in jail, or like he needs to face some repercussions for his actions. Or if it's like, hey, I'm 18, ha ha ha, like, let's fuck with James Charles, then, it's kind of like a different story.
Right. I don't know if or how James is gonna come back from this. He probably is gonna be gone from YouTube for like 3 months, and then he'll be back.
At least. I mean, like, he's getting so much backlash, which he deserves. He really does. He
Mhm.
should have watched his step. And the fact that he was like, I just feel like he was so blind. Like, how did he expect people not to mess with him, not to try and, ruin his career? Haters are everywhere. Every famous person has
Everywhere.
haters, like, and like, I just don't know why he didn't
I
expect
just think like
to have
I
this
don't.
situation.
Mhm. From the video, like he said he was desperate. Sometimes we do things when we're desperate, and we don't think about the consequences. But this is like a felony. Come on, man.
I
He
mean, like,
knew.
if he was like some random person, it would be like, oh, like, like a different story. When it's like this famous person, you have children who follow you.
Mhm.
You have, again, like, you have minors who follow you. You're just a makeup artist, like you do,
Mhm.
you're a beauty guru. And of course, kids are going to watch you. I could definitely see little kids, sitting at home watching his eyeshadow tutorials, things like that.
I used
And
to watch.
when kids are
Mhm.
watching you, you would have a big responsibility, and
Mhm.
he just completely disregarded that.
Oh, I remember this now. You know how he used to have that? He had that show, Instant Influencer. You know
Yeah.
that show? Like YouTube, like before Scandal broke out, basically he was saying, "Oh, can't wait for Instant Influencer season 2," and then like YouTube was like, "Oh, can't wait."
Hmm.
But now they said how Instant Influencer season 2's gonna have a brand new host, so obviously it's not gonna be James. And it's gonna not even gonna deal with makeup. It's gonna be like different genres of people.
Oh, goodness.
Cause I remember he even lost his own show, like.
It's just
hmm But they're already
disappointing.
like in the midst of filming and stuff, so now the show's over too.
Yeah. I wonder what it's gonna look like. I wonder if it's gonna be different, because if they started it with him hosting it, do they just cut it off and like somebody else comes in his place? You know what I mean? Like, how is that gonna shift
hmm
over? Like,
I think
that.
it's gonna be remake a whole new show.
Yeah, that's like, and it's upsetting, and like he should have known better, and I really wish that he did know better, because regardless of what the story is, if some random person starts texting and says, hey, I'm 18, I'm 19, and you're this big influencer, people watch you, think you do a little bit more research on this person, or like have a little bit more knowledge of this person, or at least know this person for a longer time, to start talking about weird things, because he had weird conversations with these kids,
Right.
something about
You know
elbows or like armpits or something weird, like,
who
I
James did?
yeah, like he was
Really?
asking something about
Oh,
like their armpit or something. It was really weird. Like, I don't know if it's
wow.
exactly
But
true,
but just
but
look at the David Dobrik situation, like a straight male with girls, and it's like he's losing. He's Blue Apron stopped sponsoring him. EA Sports stopped sponsoring. Look at everything lost, and like it's like James just gets a little scratch.
well, David Dobrik needs to be looked into
Yeah,
more
he did
as
way
well.
worse, but still.
Yeah, he definitely needs more of an investigation. Obviously, they're gonna be, oh, he's famous. Like, we're not gonna do that. But, like, they really do need to look into it more because I feel
I
like
just
there's a
think
lot more to their
people.
stories
Mhm.
on both
I just
sides.
think people are gonna be upset, like, oh, how come David gets like canceled and James doesn't? You know?
I mean, James lost more personal things, I feel like. Oh, I think
Right.
Morphe dropped him too. Something with Morphe.
Yeah, people were getting mad more for like, why haven't you dropped James yet? Because their pallette's still on the website. Like I checked the other day, it's still on. And someone's like,
Um,
"Oh, if you support James, I'm not buying the palette anymore." And everyone's like, "Yeah, we're not buying from Morphe anymore." They're trying to scare Morphe, and Morphe says they don't support James and his actions, and they're taking everything into consideration. Bitch,
yeah.
just say he's your highest selling product, and you want to keep it in the shelf. Just say that. You know, be honest.
Yeah, I know that that's what, like, I didn't know if they completely stopped it, but I know that they did release something. I don't like. I know I saw it. I saw
Hmm.
it online. It might have been. It was like one of those like pop up things on Google. You know, like when I looked up like what was
Hmm.
going on or whatever, and they
Yeah, I
had a
think I saw
statement,
it too. I think
and it
they
was
were
just
just
like
saying
a
how
yeah, like what you said. Like
they
there's
don't
just like a
condone his actions or something.
yeah, like it was kind of like a basic like oh we're looking into it kind of thing, and I mean it's nice that they released the statement, but it was kind of just like we need him. But you know what's crazy? They
Mm.
got rid of all of Jeffree Star's stuff,
Oh.
everything, but now they're not gonna get rid of James Charles. I'm sorry, but I feel like Jeffree made them more money. Didn't James only put out one palette? No,
And
one
one
palette.
palette and one mini palette,
Yeah,
yeah.
one mini, and then some makeup brushes that were like way
But
overpriced.
yeah, but no offense to Jeffrey Jules. I mostly see people like online, especially use James like on their beauty tutorials and stuff over Jeffrey. I've never seen anyone do their makeup tutorial with Jeffree Star palette.
Yeah, no,
Not saying it hasn't been done, but
James's palette is definitely. I even have his palette, honestly. Like, I'm
really?
not even gonna lie. Yeah,
Oh wow. Do you like it though?
I mean, I like it. I don't use it that often. I'm not
Mhm.
like a big makeup person, but I remember
Mhm.
this was way before any of this, obviously.
Right, when it first came out. Mhm.
Yeah, like it was like maybe like I want to say like a year after it came out, like when it was still popular. They had it on sale at Ulta, and I just bought it
Oh,
because it was
I
down for
never
like
got it.
nothing.
I never
So I
got it.
just
'Cause I
bought
always
it.
thought the colors wouldn't work on me. But...
I felt bad because the Ulta employee was like trying to hide it because I know she wanted to buy it. I was like, "Oh, do you have any more James Charles palette?" And she was like, yeah, we do. And like she sold me
You're
the
trying to see
last
the last
one, and
one
like
on
I
the
know that she
shelf.
wanted it, and I felt bad.
Oh god, but you wanted
I
it.
know, but I even said to her, I was like, "Oh, like, do you want it?" And she was like, "Oh, no, no, it's fine." I mean, like, she works there, so I'm sure she gets like first dibs on,
Right.
So
Why didn't she should have gotten it before they closed or something? Or you know what I mean? Like early in the morning. Ordered it. Got it real quick.
I honestly don't know how like their policies work, or like maybe
Mhm.
her manager, because there's somebody else behind the counter too, so maybe it was like a manager or like somebody like who would tell them. I don't know,
Mhm.
but so that like I felt bad, and I was like, I'm so sorry, like I just feel bad. Like it was like I just asked her like, oh, do you have any more? And she's like, oh yeah, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry, like did you want to get it? Like like do you want it? And she's like, oh no, no, it's fine. And I was like, okay, like are you
Right.
sure?
But
Like it wasn't a big deal to me,
yeah, his
so.
palette is very like good for makeup artists because very different color saturations. There's different shades and everything.
I mean, the palette is great, but the person behind the palette is the
Yeah.
problem,
And honestly,
And no,
no,
no, go
I'm just
ahead.
saying he's just gonna. I'm sorry, he's just gonna get away with it. That's just how it is. You know, he's gonna always gonna get a second chance, a third life. Like he's on his third
But
life.
he got a second chance already with
Mhm.
Tati. Like that's the problem, and that's why there needs to be more. Because the first thing that happened with Tati, or like like when he was talking to the waiter or whatever, he ended up being underage, blah blah blah, whatever the case was. Um, he got that second chance. Like it moved on. It passed. I mean, like it didn't pass super quick, but like he got over it. He was
Mhm.
okay. Morphe didn't cancel him. Like everything was fine. You got your second chance, and now you just blew your second chance. Like, how many chances do you want?
Mhm.
Like how many chances do you want? Because this is a big deal. This isn't like, oh, like something like, oh, my pallets were gross or broken when
Right.
people got them, blah blah blah. Like that's something you can recover from, refund everybody, or like like make your palette stronger, whatever. Like with Jaclyn Hill, whatever happened with her lipsticks,
Yeah.
like kind of like that. But predator, like being like a pedophile, p word, like
Mhm.
whatever. Um, that's a whole other story. Like that's not something you just get chances for all the time. Like having a broken palate is one thing,
But being a predator is
grooming
not.
kids is another. Like
Didn't what's it called? Teddy Fresh accused him of copying their merch as well.
yeah, no, they accused him of copying their
It does
merch.
look
Yeah,
really similar though.
I'm sure he did. I mean, like
Did he
he
cop?
could say it's inspiration or whatever he wants to say,
Mhm.
but I don't. I mean,
I
like
guess he
it
thought
kind of it
Teddy
was just
Fresh
like
isn't
Teddy
really a
Fresh.
big brand, so no one will care. and because he's him. That's the thing. James is
Yeah, I
very
mean, like, I
cocky.
never bought any of his stuff.
Teddy Fresh never.
I would. I see the only reason I would ever buy it, not supporting him, not like, anything like that, but I would purchase it one time just to see the quality. Because, like, I just want to know the quality of it. Just because, like, I would get something of Teddy Fresh that, like, was, like, similar to the James Charles just to see which one was better quality. You know what I mean? Like, just to see, like, if Teddy Fresh lives up to his quality and if James Charles, like, matched that quality. You know what I mean? Like, I just kind of wanted to see, like, that quality difference, like, not supporting James Charles obviously because he's in a big problem right now, but I just kind of want to see, like, what the difference was in the material and in the quality of them.
I mean, he said he never copied it, but it looks very similar. So, same color scheme, everything. So, I don't know, my friend. I don't know.
I mean, like, there's so many brands. Even there was, like, a big makeup one once where a big brand copied a what's it called? A, like, small business, I guess you could say, like, a small makeup brand. I don't know how you can say that.
I remember Beauty Bakery was there?
Yeah, that one. Like, some, like, something like that, like a bakery thing that, like, blew over so quickly. I wish that, like, it didn't blow over so quickly because they deserved better, really, like, because they came up with that concept. They even copied, like, their photo shoot, everything. And then Huda Beauty did the same thing to Jeffree Star's what's it called? Gum Jawbreaker?
Jawbreaker palette.
Yeah, they did the same thing. They did the claw machine. I don't think they did the same, like, Jawbreaker palette kind of thing. Like, it was like I just think they copied his photos. So they did, like, a claw machine photo for it. Yeah, I don't know what the product was. I'm gonna guess it was an eyeshadow palette or, like, another collection that they were doing, but they copied exactly the same photo as Jeffree Star. So that's when that came out.
Everyone copies everybody, even though I'm in it.
Nobody's original.
Right. How do you think these brands get these other clothing ideas? Because look at someone else who's like, hey, I can do that better, and then they do it.
We should make merch.
Oh my god, it's just
bigger.
For our role. Listeners, please.
Our podcast gets bigger. We should make merch.
Yeah, we could put like our little animated faces on it.
Yeah, like, we could just make Hot Mess Sesh. That'd be so cool. And the writing too that we have on the profile.
One side could be a hot mess. Yeah, maybe one side could be a garbage and a hot mess, and the other side could be pretty in pink.
Garbage, hot mess. Just, like, broke. I don't know. Like, that'd be so fun to, like, think of it though. But obviously that's for later on.
Garbage spilling out. And it spills out rainbows and sparkles, maybe.
Rainbows and sparkles. I don't know. It'd just be fun to design it.
Yeah, but I heard it's expensive to make clothing and stuff. But if we have money saved up, why not, right?
No, I mean, like, we'd have to be pretty up there to make merch. Right. Just because it's hard to sell merch sometimes if you're not, like, really.
If you have true fans, they'll buy it. True fans.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, of course, true fans will buy.
We just gotta manifest that shit. We'll
manifest that shit. Everybody get out their incense.
For real, I will. I manifest it for us. We will succeed.
I lit incense today, actually. I did lavender incense, but I didn't let it burn all the way through because my room was, like, getting really strong.
I know. Like, if I leave my candle in my room for a second and I close the door, all the smoke comes out. I kind of like
that. Yeah, it's so strong.
I like it. It makes me feel, like, holy, though. You know?
I like lighting incense. I just wish it wasn't so strong. Like, I'd like to, like, invent, like, a very, like, soft incense. You know what I mean? Like, a very, like, light scent. Yeah, like, I need like a light scent. I'm one of those people that can get, like, a headache, like, if it's, like, too strong. You know what I mean?
Sensitive.
And, like, especially for, like, crazy smells like that. Like, even when you open the, like, package, when I opened the package, I was like, whew, like, that was strong.
You type the.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, like, roll it back up, you know, and I used the lavender one. It wasn't terrible. It kind of smelled like church incense, you know?
Oh. Can I just say to anyone who likes lighting candles but doesn't like the matches, to get an electric lighter that I saw from TikTok. It's on Amazon.
Oh my gosh, she's obsessed with this lighter, guys. Like, I'm telling you.
I light stuff for fun at this point.
This electric TikTok lighter. My boyfriend bought me this crazy, like, jet lighter. So I've been using that one. It's fine. It works. That's what I need it for. So I lit my incense today. Oh yeah, this thing is crazy. I think I showed you.
Powerful. Oh yeah, you did. I remember you did.
Yeah.
You got like 2, was it 2?
Yeah, no, he let me borrow one, and then he surprised me with one for my birthday. Like, he got me one for my birthday, so yeah. And now
when I light stuff, it makes me feel powerful.
It makes you feel powerful. Gotta get one of these jet lighters. These things are crazy.
Maybe I will. Like, I bought something online, but I'll tell you off camera what it was because you're gonna be like, "Oh God, bro."
Okay. Well, the next thing
You know,
we were gonna talk about was
the
um
Jeffree Star, right?
yeah, oh my gosh. So this is pretty recent. If you haven't heard about
Like
this,
2 days ago.
yeah, like if you haven't heard about this, like it's literally everywhere. Like I don't know how you wouldn't hear about it, but Jeffree Star and his friend Daniel, right? His best friend, I think his name was Daniel, if I'm remembering that
Sure.
correctly. They actually got into a really bad accident. Oh, he just tweeted right now, literally as we were speaking.
I don't have Twitter. I don't.
No, I literally just got this far to see. He went to actually go see the car today. If you didn't hear about Jeffree Star, him and his best friend got into an accident. Pretty bad
The car
accident.
like flipped over like 3 times.
Yeah, no,
But you know his best friend had cancer.
colon cancer. Yeah,
Yeah, 3 times in a row. I was like, what the? What?
yeah.
Oh
His
my
Rolls
God.
Royce, his black Rolls Royce, slipped on black ice in Wyoming and actually flipped 3 times. Thankfully, the car literally saved their life because cage, Rolls Royce or however you want to call it, this bulky car, took like a lot of the hit. And he actually saw it today. And if you saw pictures of it, it's on his Twitter and his Instagram and everything like that. It's kind of everywhere. You can even Google it. It's pretty banged up. It's definitely like banged up. Is it as bad as I thought it was gonna be? No. Like I'm not saying their injuries are not significant, but
Right.
it definitely
When he
is.
posted
But
the photo, when he
yeah.
first posted the photo, I was like, oh my God, he had like a breathing later. What's a breath later? You know that thing put down his throat. I was like, I thought he was like in a coma for a second.
No, he broke his back and the
Yeah.
bottom part of his back, and then something about there was something else that was detached. There was just a lot that happened. He's in a brace. His friend is still in the hospital. Under obviously being watched much more closely because of his colon cancer, and there's more issues with his organs, whereas Jeffree Star had more issues with his bones, like his muscles, bones.
Right.
So, yeah, he got into a really bad accident, and I honestly feel terrible. And Trisha Paytas actually put out a video saying, like she felt terrible and she would never wish this on anybody. And, it just, and the comments were like,
Trisha says
wow,
it.
like
She
how
means it.
mature. Like she was just very mature about everything because she was not a big fan of Jeffree Star. And she was just so mature with her
That's like saying,
words.
right. If Trisha says she feels bad for someone, she feels bad for them, honestly. She
Yeah,
goes
like,
in
and
on
she was
it.
like, I would never wish this on anybody. This is terrible. I feel terrible. And, it just, I just think that it was very mature of her to do that. And she's like, I don't wish this on anybody. And like the
Right.
comments were like, wow, like she really did grow. And I feel like she really did grow as a person. But getting back to Jeffree Star, like I really do, I really do wish him the best of luck. I seriously do. It's so traumatic. I cannot imagine how he is feeling, and I really wish him the best of luck.
Right. I wonder if they'll be friends again. Probably not, but.
But I am going to throw in our sponsorship really quick, and we're going to take a short break, and then we'll come right back to expand a little bit more on the Jeffree Star situation. And then we have, what was the girl's name you want to talk about?
Tila Dunn.
Tila Dunn. And then we're going to discuss her a little bit, even though she's irrelevant. But we are going to discuss her. And
irrelevant as fuck.
We'll dive a bit more into the Jeffree Star drama. Not drama. Whoa, that was mean. Jeffree Star,
Situation.
Yeah, not drama. I'm so used to saying drama because I feel like there's always drama going on.
Don't worry, you'll say drama by next week.
Yeah, exactly. So, we'll dive into that. We'll be right back. And we're back.
I'm breathing heavy or sound okay?
No, you're fine.
Perfect. Okay. Now that was a hot mess.
I know. So we had a little bit of difficulty getting back, but we're back, and
it was mostly my fault.
Well, no, I don't think so. It's fine. Okay, so we were talking about what happened with Jeffree Star. We touched on it right before our break, and my condolences really do go out to him. So he was recently released, actually, from the hospital. His friend, however, is being transported to another hospital for a specialist because he is surgery, unfortunately. I feel really bad.
Right.
So
Very sad case.
I actually have the screenshots of what Jeffree Star posted. I'm going to read them, if that's okay with you.
Mm-hmm.
This was from when the crash originally happened, and so what he posted on his Snapchat. I'm guessing probably Twitter and probably his Instagram story. I didn't see them, but I know that he posted it on Snap. So he said, "This morning was one of the scariest moments of our entire lives. I'm so grateful to still be here. I'm in excruciating pain because part of my back is broken and I have vertebrae fractures on my spine. My doctor said it will take me a few months, but I should make a full recovery." And he also posted after that, "My best friend Daniel was in the passenger seat. He has internal injuries, and because he has survived colon cancer 3 times, he's having complications with his organs, and they're monitoring him 24/7. We'll know more soon. Thank you, every single person checking on us." So that was right after the accident, and unfortunately, his friend is undergoing surgery soon. He's actually being transported, I think, like this week. So, best wishes out to him. I wish him the best of luck.
Right, and Jeffree also posted on his YouTube channel about his friend, the same friend that had cancer 3 times.
Yeah, they
But
actually
I
did
didn't.
release a video right
Mm-hmm.
after. I think it
He
came
posted
out
on his
today.
YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
YouTube
it came
channel
out today.
yesterday. I had no idea. Maybe I'm just dumb, but I didn't know when you have like bad colon cancer, you need like a colostomy bag. Like I didn't know it was because of like that stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, I honestly don't know anything about his condition
Mm-hmm.
previously. I know that they did release a video on YouTube. I actually saw it. I did not watch it yet, but they did release a video on YouTube, and they actually showed the car, and it's pretty like terrifying. I mean, the car. It was a Rolls Royce, a black Rolls Royce, and it wasn't in as bad condition as I thought it would be. Not saying that what happened was not serious, but I really thought it was going to be like a pancake.
Right, but the car was still bad though. It was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. I mean, like the glass was broken and a dent and everything, but I thought it was going to be like gone, like
Shattered,
pretty much in
whole
half.
car, one tire wheeling.
Yeah, that's literally what I imagined. But it is
Mm-hmm.
pretty bad. I feel really, really terrible as for both of them. Of course, he's in a back brace for a few months, but I'm glad that he's home. I'm glad that he's recovering. So shout out to both of them. We wish you the best of luck with your recovery.
Right. Thank God they survived. A lot of people don't make it from that stuff.
Yeah, so that's like, of course, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I would not wish what happened to them on anybody, honestly. And just to finish off, good luck to both of them. I hope they both make a full recovery, and I hope that they're able to move on from this, which is going to take a while. I'm sure that
Right.
Jeffrey's going to be very uncomfortable driving for a while, and I'm sure his friend's going to have a lot of trouble getting in a car, and I really wish them the best of luck.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, shout out to both of them. And the next thing I wanted to talk about, just quickly, so that we usually don't post our videos the same day that we record them, but...
Oh, wait! I have something to say.
Okay, go ahead.
I have an announcement to our viewers. I am making a Hot Mess Sesh YouTube channel called Hot Mess Sesh. Please subscribe. Thank you.
Yes, we'll get more into that later, actually. Maybe that's what, I don't know. I said before we started that I forgot to talk about something, but I will add that to our list so we can dive into that. Because we should talk about that a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do not... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said, you want to talk about the fight next, but you keep going.
Yeah, no, I was just going to talk about the fight because yesterday was actually a fight between Jake Paul and Ben Askren, I think his name is. Oh my gosh, if you saw this fight, I know Brionna, I don't think you saw it, but you could Google it.
I don't give a damn about no fight.
If you Google it, it's literally 59 seconds long, so it's literally not even a minute long. Like, you can see exactly what happened. He quote unquote, like knocks him out or whatever in the first round. He didn't knock him out. He got right back up, and the ref was like, no, he can't fight. If you're going to tell me that this fight was not rigged, it was rigged 100%. There was no doubt about it. Like, before, people were speculating Jake Paul's fights were rigged, and now everybody's like, yep, no, rigged, definitely. Like, terribly, like so obvious. Then they showed a clip of Ben leaving the arena, laughing, smiling, almost like he didn't just take a punch to the face. Like he made bank off of that fight. Like I don't know what kind of deal they were doing, but there's definitely, I don't care what anybody says. To me, personal opinion, everybody's gonna have their own opinion on it. Brionna, you will have your opinion on it after you see it. Like, oh my gosh.
Personally, I don't go. No, oh my God.
No, but like let me just tell you, like, have you ever seen like something so staged? Like I think Creed did a better job at making their fights look real. Like this was like sad. But anyway, that was just a quick thing I wanted to say really quick, because if you saw it, you know that it was like the dumbest thing ever. But now you wanted to talk about this next thing. You felt strongly about this girl.
Oh yes. So we need to do a discussion because I don't really mind LA and LA YouTubers. They're aesthetic. Do whatever you want, you know. But because I'm a black woman, so there's just something as black women. I see a black woman do like.
Your audio is cutting out a little bit. Can you like try plugging your mic again or something?
Okay. You were cutting out for me a little bit too.
Yeah, yours is cutting out for me.
Can you hear me now?
Just try and like plug it in again.
Okay, let me try. I'm gonna disconnect my AirPods and come back. Okay? I'm leaving, but you know.
Okay, 1 second.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Okay, good. AirPods not working.
I'm so sorry. Like we feel so bad for this. I don't know what is going on, but you know,
we're
called
Hot Mess
human
Sesh for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. It's called Hot Mess Sesh for a reason. We are a hot mess. You know, we're human, and technology is not on our side right now. But anyway, these next two things you felt so strongly about, I'm going to let you like spill your guts.
Okay. Thank you. So, like I said before the audio cut out, because you know we're hot mess as usual. I just see certain things as a black woman to my other black sisters that I won't allow. I just hate. Okay, I don't hate this YouTuber. I just have some qualities I think she needs to work on. So like Tila Dunn, like I'm not saying she's ugly or anything by any means. You know, she's a black woman, my fellow black woman. But I just hate the lies. You know, Jules. It's like let's say Jules got a nose job, and I obviously knew Jules' nose before. So why are we gonna lie and act like it's our nose? You know. And Tila does this thing with her hair, with weaves and shit, and then she'll be like, "Oh, only the bottom half is my extension." No, bitch, the scalp to the root is your extension. Stop the lies, stop the cap. You know what I mean? Just be like, you know, I get 10-inch weaves. What about it? You know, that's how I be. Jules knows I get my wigs, I get my braids. I know it's not real. I don't live in Disneyland.
I don't live in Disneyland.
When I take my shit off, I know I look like the motherland. I don't care. I know who I am. And I just noticed with her, like, she likes to hang around only, like, white people. Like, I know her mom's black, her dad's black. I know she's black, but she likes to hang around white people. Dude, have you seen all her relationships? They're all white boys. Not judging if you have a preference, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
But I think what like you're trying to say is that she's just like very like whitewashed. Like she doesn't want to embrace her culture, you know, herself, who she is. And you know, who cares if you're wearing extensions? Who cares if you're wearing a wig? But she would blatantly lie to her followers, her YouTube following, everybody, and be like, "Oh no, this is my natural hair." But there's literally videos of her, like, or not videos, but like pictures of you where you could see the extension, where you could see where it's like, you know, like glued in or like yeah, but extensions like pressed in. I don't know. Yeah, like you could clearly see them, and she still denies it. Right. And like, you know what? If you just came out and be honest, oh yeah, like I got my extensions, whatever. Nobody cares. It's not that big of a deal. Like she thinks she's gonna lose following or lose people because of it. Like that's so ridiculous.
And she's a view. I remember like 4 or 5 years ago, people were like, "Oh, what's your ethnicity?" She's like, "Oh, I'm like 25% German, 20 English, like 5% black." I'm just like, girl. No. We're not playing this game. If your mama black, your daddy black, what are you? You know what I mean, Jules? That's like me. If I know I'm a little light skinned, whatever, but I know who I am. You know, I'm not saying, oh, I'm half white, half black. No, I'm black. I know who I am. I'm black as hell. I know it. You know what I mean? Stop the lies. It's the lies that get you in trouble. And you know she also does do that I don't like. When she be like, oh, I'm gonna wear my natural hair out for you guys. No, it's a twist out. You know what twist out is, Jules, no?
It's basically I don't know.
If I were to wash my hair, put it in like braids or something, and take it out and fluff it out and say that's my real hair.
Oh, it's like just like curls, like like hot iron curls, you know?
Yeah, but it's not my real hair because it's not in its natural state. You know, I manipulate it to get that way.
She just like wants everybody to believe that she's not doing that she's not manipulating her hair in any way. But there's like no reason for that.
But like, yeah, exactly. There's no reason for that. Maybe she wants these other guys to like her. Plus, you know, she used to have a thing for what's his name, Logan Paul. She used to have a thing for him. She used to have a big old crush on him. She would.
Was it Logan or Jake?
It was Logan.
Oh, okay.
The one that did the one with the dead body in the woods. Who's that? That was Logan, right?
Oh, that's Logan.
Oh yes, yes, yes. I remember she would go at Logan Paul, miss you at Logan Paul. When's next time we hanging out? At Logan Paul. Why are you ignoring me? Like on Twitter. I don't have Twitter, but I just saw from other channels, you know. And then
you should get Twitter.
I should get Twitter.
Yeah, you should get it.
I'll consider it. You know,
I have it. I don't post anything, but like I just like I could see when like
I
stuff.
didn't get Instagram till last year. You know.
I know. I mean, like you don't have to get. I mean, like honestly, like everything that comes up on Twitter comes up on Instagram anyway. So it's not like a huge deal. Yeah, but you can. Like you should get it. Why not? Like I like getting updates from clubs.
You tell me about all the drama, all stuff on Twitter and stuff. Cause you know I don't got it. But you tell me about all the trends. Cause you know I don't got the fashion apps. So you tell me everything. And like she's not ugly, but like I respect her like following on TikTok because she's 3 million, especially for a black YouTuber. A lot of black YouTubers struggle to get famous. That's pretty good, you know.
Yeah, but like you just wish that she embraced herself more.
Just be real.
Regardless of your culture, like regardless of any of that, you should be embracing who you are. You know.
Yeah.
She doesn't do that.
Right. Like don't be like, oh, I'm 20%. This is the least thing about you is black. Like. Just be honest. And then, also when she said, oh, I'm going to get my hair washed out at the salon, guys, show me your hair wet, boo. Show it to me. I don't want to see it straight afterwards. That's a lie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, like, you just kind of want to see her naturally.
Because she's not ugly. She just needs to be real.
She just needs to embrace what she has, her natural self.
Right. And then people would like her. But a lot of people don't like her.
I feel like she would be a wonderful advocate, for like black women, things like that, like, being natural. And like, I feel like she would be great at that just because, she could be if she changed her ways, but she won't, she won't admit what her hair looks like. And, with such a big following, especially on TikTok and, like just on social media in general, you would think that she would want to have like more control, I guess, and more, of like a following of black positivity.
People, yeah. If you look at all her friends, they're white. They are white. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's always in some type of drama, always in some type of mess. Like, I just can't.
I mean, it's not that like her friends like only white, but like like obviously right now her friends are only white, but there's nothing wrong with like a good mix. Like she just needs like a good mix of like everybody.
I'm not saying you can't be friends with white people. Sure, why not? Like we're all friends, but just seems like
I mean, we're friends. We're like best friends.
I'm black and white. We're the Oreo.
So like she just needs a better mix. She needs to expand herself a little bit more.
Right. And just be honest, like just be real. Like I just don't like that.
Yeah, I agree. I think that she needs to be a little bit more open about
Have you ever watched her videos?
Her heritage.
Or you know her channel? No.
I know her channel. I don't specifically watch her videos just because she annoys me.
Yeah, thank you.
I just find her really annoying.
If you see her, I remember when she used to have boyfriends and stuff. There's people who edit clips of her boyfriends being annoyed with her, and you see their eyes, they're like, "Oh, what am I doing here? I'm just doing this for clout." You know, you see they're all not in love with her, but she's annoying.
She does. She does look kind of annoying, and like to be like on Twitter, like, "Oh, Logan Paul, why are you ignoring me?" Like that's kind of like low. Like like that should be something that's going on in your personal life, and I feel like she's just such an oversharer.
Right. I don't. Like I said, I don't know her personally, but she looks like one of those people who just want to date white boys just to have mixed kids. Honestly, she looks like one of those people.
Or just to like whitewash herself even more, because if she was dating a person of color, then it's more like, she can't hide it, or like she can't blend in with her white friends as much, And I feel like it's kind of like another situation like that where she's trying to be as uncultured as possible.
Right. Because I don't like if you were like big pants or whatever, or baggy pants, people say, oh, that's like doing stuff black people do. No, it's not. You can wear big pants, you can wear ripped jeans. I don't care. You know what you do. Because I would do the same as you. That's not you pretending to be a different race. You coming in acting a different person that I know you. Oh, you hear my fire? You hear the fire ambulance?
It's
It's
okay.
a
Life
hot
goes
mess.
on.
A hot mess.
Life goes
Hot
on
mess
around
sesh.
us.
Yeah, because I think
Honestly, we should have like a disclaimer in the beginning.
right.
We're gonna
Disclaimer.
have noises, and we're probably gonna mess this up a few times.
Disclaimer. This is a hot mess.
Exactly.
Yeah, cause I just know who you are, Jules. Plus I just don't know the real her. With her it's like, oh hey
Mm-hmm.
guys, today I'm doing this. And it's just I don't see genuineness in her.
Yeah, she's not genuine with her. She's not genuine with her followers as she should be.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's like what it comes down to. Like you just need to be more of yourself and then stop trying to be what you're not.
She's making a podcast with Nia from Dance Moms.
I like Nia.
Yeah,
No, go
she was
ahead.
very underrated on Dance Moms. She was very underrated.
She was, and like I feel like I don't understand the mix though.
The mix of them too.
Because Nia is so like into her culture and into being who she is, and the box braids and like just like being like who she is and doing what she loves. And Tila is more like, oh, I'm gonna flat iron my hair, like I'm white, like not like she doesn't really like be herself, and I feel like it's gonna be a weird mix.
Right, but I know with Tila, she likes to hang out with like younger people. Guys, she's like in her 20s and Nia's like 19. She always likes to hang out with younger kids.
She's just weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like she really is, because I just feel like it's going to just be such an awkward mix. And I don't really know where this came from, because Nia is such like an advocate for who she is, like, what she's made of, and, the kind of power that, like the girl power and the, like things like that. And I don't know, Tila's not really like that. Tila's like, let me hide my life, let me hide who I am. And I feel like Nia's not like that.
Right. And oh my god, I'm sorry, Tila's voice is just so goddamn annoying. So goddamn annoying. With that TikTok with that fun fact, really, really fun fact that she did on TikTok. Oh my god, it's so annoying. If you've seen it, please.
I don't know. I don't think I've seen that.
And she wears the bikini and everything. She has a nice body though. I'll give her that. She's a very nice body.
Yeah, she's pretty, but she's like kind of stupid.
But she's stupid on purpose. Like she knows what she's doing,
Yeah, and exactly. If she just grew up a little bit,
right?
And
She
so
doesn't
became
like
more
keep
mature,
friends.
she'd be more popular.
She doesn't keep friends. She goes to who's most relevant right now,
Yeah, like I agree. I feel like she's the type of person to do that, and I'm just kind of worried about Nia. Like I kind of want to see where this goes.
Right, but I haven't seen Nia with her natural hair out either. No shade, but it's always straightened. She's another one. Embrace who you are, hoes. Embrace who you are.
I feel like Tila is the type to like hide her ethnicity, and then like when like BLM and stuff like that started coming out, like she was like, oh, BLM, like now she wants to be involved because it's popular.
But then
I feel like she's the type of person to do
right,
that.
and then to post, oh guys, I know I'm black. I'm just like, well, how come you don't support your natural hair? You know what I mean? How can you don't post your culture? Like,
yeah,
there's a difference. But anyways, that's all I gotta say.
And then there was something else that you wanted to talk about.
The sip.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going on this angry rant. I'm just saying the truth. Okay. So I wanted to do like a review on the SIP podcast, Cause I was thinking about it. So I was like, oh.
If you don't know what that is, that's the podcast. That's Ryland's podcast. Shane's boyfriend or husband.
It's him and his other girl.
It's
a redhead. I'm sorry, I don't remember her name. Sorry. Because anyway, so I was watching it. And I was like, oh, I need to tell Jules about this so we can review it for our channel. What we think about this. And I tell you, that podcast is so goddamn boring. It should be a sin Jules post it on YouTube. It should be a sin. But you know what? I think I'm on drugs because they get so many positive comments. Oh my god, I love this. Don't go away. So I'm like, are you kidding me? I literally watched it and I was literally staring at my fingerprints over the podcast. Literally, this is how it goes. They try to be like a clever news drama channel, Well, first of all, the sip, please, and they were just like talking about other drama and stuff, but it's just like so boring. One joke they made, and I was just like, oh my god, I have to tell you about this joke. Basically, she was saying, "Oh, I do that, right?" And she was laughing for 5 minutes because she said "do."
Wow,
bitch, if you
so
get
funny.
the fuck out of my face with that lame ass joke. It just to me, plus their views are pretty good. Like they got like 100K and 93K, but they're lowering though. If you look at their views, they are lowering.
Because they probably started like really popular.
Because Ryan.
And then people were like, "Oh, this is boring," because they were only popular because Rylan, Shane,
Hmm.
probably gonna be drama, da, 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 and then it turned out to be like
Let
super
me tell you
boring.
about Rylan. He is not a bland no. He's a funny person when other people are around, like Shane, Morgan, Garrett. By himself, he's dirt boring. I'm sorry, he is boring by himself. Like you said, Jules, he really is boring. And it's just, I was talking to Breen about it, and she said it's just too staged. If you watch it, they're like a nice living room, decorated place. Like, I don't know, I just don't like it. It's just too stiff. It
Yeah,
just, oh my god. But I think maybe it's just not my type of thing because it gets so many positive views. I'm like, maybe it's something just wrong with me. Maybe I'm the problem.
I don't know. I can never see myself liking that. I don't know. Like they seem again like they do seem very
Mm-hmm.
bland.
And they're just talking about drama, and they're like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, "You already knew that. Why are you acting surprised?" Like, I know
Yeah,
the redhead one
and
is
I
getting
also feel
married,
like
so that's cool. The
what happened.
redhead one, the girl he does, well, she's getting married soon. So I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." That's the only thing I got from it.
That's the only thing I got from it. The only thing I remember.
Yeah, you never
That's
seen it.
funny. I don't know. I haven't watched it. I honestly can't say that much
I
about
remember.
it, other than the fact that I only saw like a 3-second clip
Right,
from
I remember
it.
he made one video. Oh, when will the podcast end? Because that's when Trisha on Frenemies like called him out, right? And he was like, "Oh, I don't want to be a drama channel and be like a hot topic." He said he doesn't want people talking about him and he's talking about people's drama. So he was asking people, "Oh, should we like end it on YouTube and just post it online, or how should we do it?" And everyone's just like, "Oh, just keep posting it like with the face and everything. I love him." And I was just like, "I don't really give a damn what you do, because this podcast sucks."
I don't care what you do.
I mean, plus he made a second channel called Ryland Vlogs. I'm just like, just say you want the coin. Just say that.
I mean, I feel like he's trying to be popular because now Shane isn't popular, and I feel like they need some source of income.
But they don't live like Lux lives, so I think they have a lot of money saved up.
I mean, their house is pretty big,
Because they have a nice
though.
garage.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. Like, I can't really judge them or like say like, oh, like yeah, they spend a lot of money because I don't
Right.
know. But I do know that they have like a pretty nice house in
Yeah.
LA
I
and
miss the
whatever.
old days when it was Shane, Rylan, Garrett, Andrew, and Morgan. Do you used to watch them when it was all of them? I
Yeah, I
used to laugh
remember
my
watching it. I remember
ass
them.
off. How funny! I was like in tears of how funny it was. It was like grossly funny, but I was in tears. And now, nobody.
Yeah, no, it was definitely better. That was just like better times,
Yeah.
though. There wasn't as much problems.
Yeah.
Now it's all about like stirring the
Yeah.
pot.
I'm
What's
not
going
bashing the sip though.
on.
Watch it if you want to, but it's just not my cup of tea. And watch when people watch it, they're gonna be like, you know what, Brianna was right. I'm gonna be like, I know. I told you.
God knows.
I told you.
If you
Trust me, if you
watched
watch
that
it, you'll be like,
podcast and you're listening right now, let us know. Like, comment below or just,
mm-hmm.
send us a voice
It says a
message of
voice
if you
message.
liked it or not. And then
Definitely
if
won't.
like if there's like enough people that are like, oh no, it's actually pretty good, then maybe I'll watch it. But I get bored so easily,
Then
and I
they're on
feel
drugs.
like I'm just gonna like fall asleep.
If they say it's pretty good, they're on drugs. I'm sorry, they are. No offense. Or
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't
or
know. I
watch
think
the
I'd ever
watch
watch
the
it.
Nia one with Tila and see if that one's good too.
Oh gosh, I don't know. Like, should we watch that?
It's
I don't
about
know.
adulting.
Somebody tell us if we should watch that. Somebody tell us if we should watch
No
that Nia
disrespect,
podcast.
Jules, to Tia and Nia, but some of us, I feel like I've lived more than them. Shit. With adulting, I should
Yeah,
make a podcast on adulting.
I don't know why the podcast on adulting. Aren't we like the same age as Nia? Like, I
Yeah,
don't.
she's
What does she know
19,
about adulting?
and you just turned
Like, what did she know about that? Not, I mean, like, yeah, we're technically adults, but like, what do you know about like, you know, owning your own house? Like, you're like 19.
I guess she knows about fame and stuff with adulting. I guess that can be hard. But,
But like, not everybody's
I
famous.
guess, right. When you say adulting,
I
I
don't
think,
need
oh,
to know
teaching
about
us
your
how to file
famous
for
life.
taxes. Yeah, or teaching us about driving, or what was your work experience, like that type of stuff. I don't
Yeah, or
really give a
like
damn
what
what
it's
Tila. If it
like
was me, they're
juggling,
not
like I
famous.
don't know, life, school bills, stuff like that. Like I don't know, you're 19. Like shouldn't you be worried
Hmm.
about college? Why are you worried about like being an adult? I don't know. Personal opinion,
Right.
but
I just gotta get that coin.
yeah, I
What do
gotta
you
get
say?
that coin. That's about it.
Hmm. Right.
See, I don't
All
like
of the
people that
coin.
do things for money. Like, I feel like Tila is one of the people that do things for money. Jake Paul is somebody who does things for money. Like, I don't
Yeah.
need to do anything for money. I'm not doing, like, we're not doing the podcast for money. I don't care if we make $0. Like, I just want to talk. Like, I
Hmm.
enjoy doing this. Like, this is fun for me.
Right.
I mean, of course, like, who doesn't want to do something they love for money? Like, like, if you could do what you love as a job, like, of course you should do it. But,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like, I'm just happy to be here. And, like, that's the most important thing,
Right. I
in
mean,
my
Jake
opinion.
probably got married from for views, so I think we shouldn't. His credibility is not so good.
I feel like, yeah, Tana's another one who does things for
She does
money.
some.
Like,
I'm sorry, but sometimes she does honestly disgust me. When she I remember her friend spat in her mouth on TikTok because they were COVID free. That's disgusting.
oh gosh. Oh my god. Can I, like, can we add something really
Sure.
quick? Like, just to
I'll give
touch
a
on real
damn.
quick. Did you see what Bad Baby did on her 18th birthday?
Mm-mm.
She made a OnlyFans on her 18th birthday. Did we talk about this? I don't think we did.
No.
She made a OnlyFans on her 18th birthday and made like $1 million. Like literally $1 million. Like she
Really?
posted it and everything on her story and was like, "We broke OnlyFans." I think she might be like almost up there with Trisha Paytas. I'm not even joking.
Dude, do
If
you think
you
her only
pay,
like you know how? Mhm.
no, go
No, I
ahead,
was
go
gonna say
ahead.
you remember how Bella Thorne made that OnlyFans and like everyone kind of got clickbaited. I wonder if hers like that or did she actually post like nudes?
I don't know if it was like naked like Trisha Paytas like titties out naked, or if it was like, you know, bra and panties. I don't know. I did not buy it. But if you are a person who went out the day a young woman turns 18 and buys her OnlyFans, you're disgusting. Like, I don't care. Like, I really don't care what anybody says. This is the first time like I'm really gonna have an attitude about something, just because I feel so strongly about this. She I would wait until I'm at least like 20, 21, maybe 20, to put my body on the internet, because at 18 years old, you know, I'm 19 now, obviously, but like at 18
Mm-hmm.
years old, who knows how you're going to feel about that when you're 23 or you're 22, and you just
Right.
put your body all over the internet, you know, whatever you just posted as an 18-year-old girl, like that's still pretty young to me. Like, you know, like I still consider myself to be pretty young. I mean, like, you know, we're still in school and like things like that. I don't consider myself like a full grown adult. I know some people do, you know, like they want freedom as soon as they turn 18, but that's just insane. Like, I'm sorry, but if you went out and bought somebody who just turned 18 and bought their OnlyFans, like, that's just like
You
gross
know,
to me. I'm
I
sorry.
don't have a problem with Bad Baby. The only thing she did I did not like was when people were accusing her blackfacing, and she was like, "Who wants to be black? I don't understand that." That's the one time I did not like her.
Oh, I
And that I
honestly
support
don't
the hustle.
follow her like that. I just saw that she like made an
Mm-hmm.
OnlyFans like the day of her birthday, and I
Right.
was like, come
It
on,
was
sis.
like a year ago when she said that. It was like a couple months ago when she said that. So it wasn't, it's
Yeah,
irrelevant now. But I support the hustle though. Get the money, girl. But still, think about sometimes you gotta think before you
but like
act.
she just turned 18. Like the day she turned 18, she made it
Mm-hmm.
OnlyFans, and I mean, like,
Wait.
good for her. Like she made $1 million that day. Good for you, girl. Like, I support the hustle, but I don't know. Like, it's just hard to like anybody who bought that, like, you know, like you're looking at like a young girl, like that's like the youngest of young, you know, that's like legal. So it's just like kind of like gross to me. And I also feel like she needed to wait. I feel like she was just looking for a quick way to make money. And I feel like she might regret it in a few years. She might regret putting her 18-year-old naked body on the internet. You know what I mean? Because that shit travels fast, especially as somebody with such a big following. Um, you know,
Right.
I was, even when it first came out, I had these opinions, and I was watching the Frenemies podcast, and Trisha was literally saying the same thing, and I was like, thank you, I'm not crazy, because I just felt like it was way too fast, like way too quick. Like she literally
You know,
turned 18 that day.
Tana and Bad Baby were hanging out with each other on TikTok like a week or two ago.
Yeah, I mean, like
They're
she's
actually like friends.
like she honestly, like her music is not terrible. Like Bad Baby's music, she has like a flow. Like she's not like terrible. Like I've heard worse music, but I feel like she could have made money that way. Like having to put your body online is just kind of, you know, like I
I
don't know.
understand what
Like
you're saying,
I don't
but
fully agree. That's all.
mhm.
I wish she
A
waited a
lot of
little
YouTubers
bit.
make OnlyFans. Yeah, it's all about the coin now in society. All about the coin.
But like imagine like the day somebody turns 18, you buy their OnlyFans. Like how does that make you look, you know?
Right, pervert motherfuckers.
It's just like
Mm-mm.
it's just not
I never.
appropriate, you know, especially back because I feel like everybody who bought is probably like an old man, you know, like some like pedophile.
Definitely.
Oh, she just turned 18, you know, like that's kind of like, ugh. I don't know. I don't like agree with it that much. I mean, like, good for her. She made $1 million off her OnlyFans. Like, damn, sis, good for you. Like, you
Imagine making
made that
$1 million in
money.
one day.
Yeah,
Woo-hoo!
like that's crazy. Like, good for her. But like, you know, I feel like it might come with regrets. You know, that's all I'm saying.
Right. Plus, Barry is another one who acts so hood and everything. Like, I don't know her life story, but she acts so hood sometimes. I was just looking at like, girl, you don't stop with the tattoos and the piercing and go sit down somewhere.
Yeah, and then she
You know,
released
she's saying
something
made
to
sus.
Dr. Phil. She what?
About the ranch that he sent
Yeah,
her
she
to.
released a video. You can look it up on YouTube if you haven't seen it. It's she like did this whole video on Dr. Phil, and she said, "I'm giving Dr. Phil until like a certain day to apologize." And Dr. Phil was in an interview, and somebody asked him about it. And was like, "Oh, like, you know what's going on?" And she reacted to that interview, and he was like, "I don't have any connections when they get to the ranch, blah blah blah." But she's saying that they signed a release form of information and that he did know what was going on at the ranch and that there was actual like sexual assault allegations from that ranch. Somebody died on that ranch. There was abuse charges from that ranch, and he still sends kids there against their will. And she said that like they were malnourished and they didn't get any sleep and they didn't let them sleep, like da da da, like, you know, like a whole bunch of crazy things, and that he still supports it, and she wanted him to apologize for it pretty much and like take everything down, you know, like not support them anymore. And he's claiming that he doesn't have any connection to them after they go and like things like that. And he didn't really touch on like any of the allegations, which I wish he did. I wish he was like, oh, like, you know, I don't know what, like, you know, the allegation or whatever, because like it's all over, like, you know, all over the news and stuff, that there's literally like people have, I think like something
You
happened where
know,
one of the kids
Dr.
stole a
Phil.
car or something.
Dr. Phil, you know,
Like
he honestly
stole it.
scares me, Jules. He honestly scares me, to be honest. Him and Dr. Drew honestly scare me. I want to know where they got their medical license from, honestly. Because some of the stuff they do is honestly like, what's it called? Occult tendencies, you know?
Like what?
Like, I remember with frenemies with Dr. Drew and Trisha and them, it seemed like he was always siding with Trisha and not even hearing Ethan's side, you know?
Oh, I actually watched that episode. I did
Mm-hmm.
watch that episode.
What do you think? Do you think he was more on Trisha's side, or do you think he was hearing both of them?
Um, I don't know. Like I watched the episode and I remember it, but I don't remember like who was siding with or anything like that, because I honestly wasn't like super like interested in that episode, just because like they were kind of just fighting over like stuff that already happened in the
Right.
podcast. And I was just like, oh, like we already know all this stuff, and like I was just
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, whatever. But I don't know. I mean, he probably was. I'm not like disagreeing with you. I just honestly don't know.
Mm-hmm. So what
But
happened with that
I
baby
just
in the
don't like
ranch? They
them.
do something to her, or was it like?
No, she just said they were like malnourished. They never got to go to sleep, and there was some allegation that one of the kids stole a car and like actually killed like a staff member, like ran over a staff member or something, and like I don't know, just like crazy stuff that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And she wanted him to apologize pretty much to all the kids that he sent there. Like people were emailing her, like she was like, she said they were getting thousands of emails from kids like telling their stories from the ranch pretty much.
Wow. Malnourished. That's so messed up.
Yeah, like they would like, and then they wouldn't let them sleep, like, you know, like they go to bed late and then wake them up super early, whatever the truth was. I don't know honestly, but
Mm-hmm.
she just wanted him to like apologize and pretty much like stop his connections with them, and I don't think he did either.
Hmm.
Like he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry you had a bad experience," and like
Oh,
stuff
he
like
said
that. Like
that.
that
That was his
doesn't really,
apology.
yeah, pretty much. Like, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry that you had a bad experience, but you know, like whatever, whatever." I don't know if they have some type of like deal, maybe. I don't know.
Hmm. Maybe I think he only apologized because she's probably gonna expose the truth.
Yeah, I mean, like I mean, everybody was like knew the truth, I guess, or like whatever she says is the truth, because it was all over. When she released the video reacting to his quote unquote, you know, apology or whatever you want to call it. Not even apology, just the interview in general.
Hmm. Well,
I
she
don't know how
succeeded
I
more
felt
than
about
him,
it.
so.
Yeah, honestly, Honestly, though, they both owe each other because she wouldn't be anything without him, and he wouldn't have been anything without her. I mean, like, yeah, the show was like popular before her, but like, you know, he probably got paid a lot of money after she, you know, like after she blew up.
Right.
So then everybody was watching his videos on YouTube now and everything. So he must have gotten a paycheck too, you know, like they both got paid hefty for it, and they both kind of owe each other. And unfortunately, you know, with the ranch situation, the ranch might have been terrible, you know, whatever. And he might owe her an apology, but she owes him a thank you too because she would be nothing without him. Sorry.
Yeah.
Who would have even known who she was if she didn't do what she did on that show? And like she's saying that the show is set up too, like the people behind the scenes are like, oh, yell at your mom, curse your mom, to like kind of like make a scene on the show. And she said the reason she said that line, you know, cashing outside or whatever, is because of what the audience says while you're up there. Like they kind of like talk while you're up there, like say shit to you, kind of
Yeah,
like
she was
get
saying it
you
towards the
rowdy or
audience.
whatever. Yes, like the audience would say things like, oh, shut up, like kind of like get her rowdy or whatever, because I guess they want you to fight, you know, like they want you to like make a scene because then that makes the show or whatever. And she kind of explained how like the like she played the clip because on the interview they played the clip like you know, while Dr. was on the interview, and she was reacting to it, and she was like, why is that the clip that they always pick to describe me? Like, why not a clip from my music video? Why not, you know, whatever? Which is true, because why is it always that video? Like, yeah, it was the video that made her famous, but that's not, no, that's not her life. Like, Cash Me Outside was not her whole life, you know, now she has, like, music and whatever. But she's like, oh, why did I always use that video? She's like, right before I went on, the producers were telling me to make a scene, and you should have heard what the audience was saying to me, like why I said that, like, you know, like they only get one side of the story kind of thing. So it's more just like her trying to tell her side of the story.
Right. Well, she's succeeding now, so good for her.
Yeah, honestly, and like, yeah, I hope that everything works out, and I hope that if this ranch really is what she says it is, then some more repercussions come to them or whatever. But on a lighter note, we wanted to discuss our YouTube channel.
Yay! I know.
So, Brionna made us a YouTube channel.
I did. And for Hot Mess Sesh, the YouTube channel name, the first video is going up maybe in a day or two. It's still processing, you know how YouTube is. It's 40 minutes. It's the first episode. Just if you guys missed the first episode, you know, if you're joining us now, the first episode will be on YouTube. Because, you know, some people like Anchor, some people like Spotify, and now we have YouTube. Plus, on the YouTube channel, Jules and I will have different content and different, you know, maybe we'll have advice videos too. So let us know any advice you want us to do. And
yeah, we'll just have more exclusive content on our YouTube. We're working on something where we can like see each other kind of thing. So we're just working on it. There might be more exclusive content on there. So definitely check that out.
Right. And yeah, and subscribe to the YouTube channel because more content's coming.
Yeah, more content is definitely coming. Hopefully some more exclusive content. But you can always listen to us on here and then check out our YouTube channel as well. I will put the name of the YouTube channel in this description of this video, so you can check it out. And yeah, so I hate to I feel like we're moving so quick, but we are into the 30-minute mark, so I just want to talk real quick about the movie that we watched. So last episode we talked about watching a movie every week, and we decided we kind of used like a spinning wheel. We put together some movies that we thought we were gonna like or enjoy, and this week we watched Thunder Force. So do you want to go first about how you felt about it?
Well, I have a 2-star. I have a 5-star rating. I give it like 2.5. No offense. Like I know it was number 1 on Netflix, but I just didn't like it.
I really liked it. I don't know, like I liked it just because I felt like, I don't know, like I just liked the comedian that was in it. I liked Melissa. She was good. She like made the movie though. Without her, I don't think it would have been like that good. Just saying.
Yeah, it was a decent movie. A good hot, like a little chuckle, funny. I wasn't like bursting my belt, you know. It was okay.
Yeah, like that's what I was saying. Like it was more like, yeah, it was like more like, haha, you know, like that was pretty good. But it wasn't like laugh out loud and sound there funny.
It gave me like a storyline I kind of seen before. You know, it's like you can kind of predict what's happening a little bit, but not horrible. 2.5, 3. You know. And Jules liked it, so that's good.
I would give it a 4.
4. Oh.
Because I liked it. I just, I don't know, like, it's hard to describe. Let's get into it a little bit. Like, what was it about? It was about, I'm gonna try like not spoil it, but pretty much these two like old friends. One of them became super smart, and she developed like this superpower. I guess you could say like elixir or something, like superpower.
Well,
Like just give you superpower.
right.
And her friend. So there's like two people, and her friend. Do you remember their names? Why am I blanking on their names?
Let me look. Yeah, we watched it a couple days.
So. Oh my gosh, I'm literally blanking. Emily
and Lydia.
Emily and Lydia. Right. So Lydia went into her office to visit Emily. Emily was like the smarter one, and she accidentally got like injected with like the stuff, like the superpower stuff. And Lydia had super strength, and Emily had invisibility, and pretty much they just like fight crime together against these people who were born with like villain powers or whatever. And so they just kind of like go around fighting crime and stuff like that. I'm trying not to spoil it, but like if you are going to watch or listen to our quote unquote like movie review, just know like spoiler alert, just in case if you did want to watch it. I do recommend it. Like if it became just like, oh, do you recommend it or do you not recommend it? I would recommend it. I think it was pretty it's like a good like Friday night. I'm not doing anything movie like that.
Right, cute movie.
But do you recommend it?
Yeah, it was cute. Nice little family,
Yeah, it's just like it's like a cute little like family movie. If you're like older kids and you're like 12 or like 13, it's kind of like funny. Probably for like that age a little bit more. It's just like stupid funny. Like it was more like stupid funny. It's not like grown-ups like laugh out loud funny, but it's definitely like just like funny to sit with your family. They just have superpowers. One of them's smart, one of them's not so smart. It's like the normal like high school friendship kind of thing. It was pretty good. I would give it a 4.
2.5.
Yeah, so definitely check it out. Let us know what you think about it. If you already watched it and you have an opinion on it, comment below. Leave us a voice message if you're on Anchor listening. Let us know how you feel about it. Let us know if you have any other movie recommendations. I enjoyed it. I thought it was like a good like stupid funny superhero movie to watch with like like late at night if you're looking for something to do. But I wrote down, so we have like a spinning wheel of like other movies. I did add a few movies to the end. Do you have any you want to add?
Did you add the Trixie Mattel movie I said? Oh,
yes,
good,
I did.
Good. She knows better. You see, she knows. On that.
So I'm going to spin the wheel again. And hopefully next time we'll have a better like review. This one just wasn't like, I don't know, like we didn't really like take notes on this one or anything, like as if it was like a documentary or something. But it was definitely cute. Like I'd definitely recommend it to someone. So I'm gonna spin the wheel again. Are you ready? Okay, so the wheel is spinning. And we got, oh my gosh, I got a documentary. So we got this movie. I don't know if I told you about it. It's called Seaspiracy.
No.
I didn't tell you about it. It's something actually that I got from Frenemies because Trisha watched it and Ethan watched it, and I did not think it was going to be that good. Like honestly, when I saw it, like it came out on Netflix. It was like another like #1 movie. It's a documentary about like what's going on in like our oceans right now, and I was like, oh, like this can't be that good. And they actually talked about it in Frenemies, and they're like, no, like it's actually really good. And like I don't know, like I thought we can try it. If it sucks, it sucks. But I just think it would be like cool. It's pretty much about like how we're like what's actually going on in our oceans, like what we're not being told, especially when it comes to like fishermen, like seafood, and like what's going on and what we're not being told. I don't know. Do you want to like do you like that one?
Warming or just the ocean? Or?
No, it's about like what's going on in the oceans. Oh, okay. Like why like why we're losing our oceans and like why they're so dirty and stuff like that. And I did not think that it was gonna be like all that, but then they actually talked about it and they're like, no, like it's really good. And I was like, okay. Like, maybe I'll just try it.
Okay.
I added it just because I was trying to think of like documentaries too that I thought would be pretty cool.
Why not? This is her movie.
Yeah, you know what? If it sucks, it sucks, but we'll let you know how it goes. This is more of like a take notes kind of thing. I'm gonna just look it up on Netflix. Let me see.
Okay.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear
cool.
you. Okay. You told you my island's coming back.
Okay, so it is a movie. So I'll just read you the description. It says, passionate about ocean life, a filmmaker sets out to document the harm that humans do to marine species and uncover alarming global corruption. It's only an hour long, like an hour and 30 minutes.
Oh, not bad.
But it's like the dark side of everything, kind of. And like, I don't know, people, they said it was really good. And I just thought, like, why not?
Okay, that's a movie.
Yeah, so we'll try it. We'll try it and we'll let you guys know. It actually looks pretty good. Like, I'm kind of like watching a little preview now, like just because it's like coming up on Netflix and just starts on its own, and it looks like it's like pretty good. So, movie for this week, Seaspiracy. If you want to check it out before we talk about it next week, do that and let us know what you think after obviously we do the review on it, and yeah, then we can like talk about it. Spoiler alert for next week on Seaspiracy if you're planning on watching it. Yeah, it was where we're gonna try that and we'll let you guys know how it is.
I have something to say. Okay. Did you just tell my ladies and men viewers with relationships? Just a little advice from, Auntie Brie. If anybody texts you, man, woman, whoever, texts you saying, let's have sex first and then date, is a damn lie. Don't do it. You'll thank me later. Okay, sorry.
I honestly did not grasp anything you said.
Oh, I'll repeat again. Sorry. I said this is to my male and female viewers. If any man or woman texts you with some garbage saying,
Okay.
let's have sex first and then we'll date, is a damn lie. They're trying to get in your punani or in your pum pum and use you. Do not do it. You'll thank me later. The lie is anyone. You know what I mean?
So she's saying make sure you're dating first.
Yeah, make sure to show you them some damn respect.
Don't let anybody use you.
Don't fall for the word.
I think, right? Don't let anybody use you.
Thank you. Don't fall for the nice words. It's all lies. Once they get what they want, guess what? You'll never hear from them again. And then rumors will be spread about you, and then you'll be messed up. You'll thank me later. You're welcome. So
good.
I'm sorry.
Letting our viewers know.
Well, they'll thank me later. Trust me.
And then the last thing I found. So this is like our last. Unless you have anything else you want to talk about, we are coming to our hour mark. But so I found this game on TikTok.
Oh, this was the game.
Yeah. It is called Before Your Eyes. So I sent it to Brionna. It looked pretty cool. We were thinking about it. So what do you think? Do you think we should try it?
I don't know where we get. I guess online or maybe through an app store like Steam or Origin. I don't know.
I think it's just like something you look up like Before Your Eyes. I could try Googling it now just to see what happens. But I saw it on TikTok and apparently it's like super heartfelt and like people get really emotional after because apparently it's like about how quickly your life changes kind of thing. I don't know. It's about like loving every moment of your life. Like you never know what's gonna happen next. And it's supposed to be like an interactive game. Let's see.
I think it's cool. I love interactive games. I love a good story.
Yeah. Okay, so it's right here.
Oh, really?
Coming April 8th. Okay. I think it is on Steam. What? Does anybody know what that is?
I wonder if it's free to buy it.
Let's see. I don't know. Like, I honestly just saw it on YouTube. I didn't know I need to on TikTok. I don't know. You know what? I will do a little bit more research on it this weekend. It didn't look that complicated, like on the girls thing. I'm not sure if it is or not, but I will do more research on it this coming week, and if we end up doing it, we will do a review on it, and we'll let you guys know if we end up how we get it, or if how you get it, and yeah, we will let you guys know.
Definitely will. Make sure to follow us.
Yeah, I'm definitely
on Anchor,
excited.
Spotify, and YouTube.
Okay, so we're gonna close out now, I think, and I will do more research on that video game. If you have played Before Your Eyes and you're listening right now, either on our YouTube or our Anchor or Spotify, wherever you're listening, please let us know how you liked it and how you get it, or like if we can't figure it out. I don't know if I'll be able to figure it out, but let us know how you liked it. If you liked the game, give it a rate 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 5, and let us know how you liked it. I'm kind of curious. I heard a little bit about it just over TikTok, and I heard it was really heartfelt and like people really loved it. So let me know what you thought, and I think we're pretty much done. Check out our YouTube channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you haven't listened to our previous episodes, you can go ahead and check those out. I think this is episode 4, so there's 3 episodes before this one. You can go ahead and check them out. Last episode, we did a little get to know us, just so you can learn about us a little bit more. If you have any suggestions, like something you want to see us do, or any questions you have, I'd love to do a Q&A, like one day.
Or any advice, because I love getting advice, Jules. I'll give it to you straight.
Yeah, if you want any advice from Brionna, then ask away, and we can maybe do like a video on our YouTube channel or something, answering all your questions or giving any advice you may want, and like just specify like who you want advice from, I guess. Like, or just say both. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Advice on relationships, bullying, how to deal with anxiety. We're here for everyone.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, anything you want to hear. Like, we're glad to talk about anything. If you have any movie suggestions, game suggestions, let us know. We're gonna try our best to try. I mean, like, I don't have like a big gaming setup or anything. I don't even have like a game setup, period. So, like, any free games, like online that you think that we should try, you let us know. I'm happy to try anything, and we hope you enjoyed this episode. And hopefully you guys think positively as well. You're still working on this. Again, we are Hot Mess Sesh. We are both a hot mess, but we're human and life goes on. So we appreciate all of you, and we will see you next time for episode 5.
Bye, guys.
Bye.